So hey besties, if you love you a garlic butter herb oven roasted lobster tail, then this video right here is for you. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start on preparing our lobster tail. And by preparing our lobster tail, we are going to fluff it. There's two ways that you can prepare your lobster tail. You can either have it fluffed or you can have it wishboned. I'm going to fluff mine for this particular video, but I do have a video in my page where I can show you guys how to fluff and both wishbone your lobster tail. So for fluffing it, we're going to go ahead and just cut down the top part of the shell. You want to make sure you're cutting just the top part. You don't want to go to the bottom part because we want to make sure that we're keeping the bottom part of the shell intact. After we get the top part cut, you're going to go ahead and just lift that lobster meat off of the bottom part of the shell. After you get the lobster meat lifted, we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up the top part of the shell, but you want to make sure that you are still keeping it intact. Once you get that lobster meat lifted from the bottom and you got the top part open, you're going to put the bottom part of the shell, you're going to close it, and then you're just going to sit your lobster tail right on top. After you sit your lobster tail right on top, it should look something like this, and you have the perfect fluffed lobster tail. Now we're going to go ahead and do that to our second tail, and then we're going to go ahead and clean it off. After we get it cleaned off, it's time to season it, and we're just going to go in with our seasonings, and you can use whatever seasonings you like, but for me it's going to be some of that good onion powder. We're going to add some garlic powder, of course. You got to go ahead and make sure you add in some of that garlic and herb because we are making a oven roasted garlic and herb lobster tail. We're going to go ahead and add in some seafood seasoning because you need that seafood seasoning anytime you're doing seafood. And then after we get all of our seasonings on there, we're going to go ahead and put some parsley on there because we fancy just like that. Now while we are preparing our lobster tails, you want to make sure that you put your oven on, and I have mine set to 350 to preheat it. And then for the final step, I'm going to put a big chunk of homemade garlic butter on top just like that. Then we're going to put our lobsters in the oven for about 10 minutes. Once our lobsters is done, I went on ahead and took it out, brushed it with a little bit of butter on top, and we just had some veggies on the side, which we did a little bit of spinach and kale with some onions and peppers sauteed. And you can absolutely add any side orders that you like to this. This is absolutely delicious. I did go ahead and put a little bit of melted butter on the side so we can go ahead and dip our lobster in there with that melted butter. And of course you got to go ahead and add you a lemon. And when I tell you this took no time to cook and was so good, if you are a lobster tail lover like me, you have to have this on your dinner menu for this week. Bye besties.